AgSource TV here. We're here today with Bonnie Dybedahl, who's a regional manager for the South Dakota Farm Bureau. Bonnie, thanks for being with us.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here today.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Bonnie, obviously, and I live up near Colton on a small farm. I'm born and raised in South Dakota, and I, about a year ago, went to work for South Dakota Farm Bureau, and now I'm the regional manager there, and enjoying working with all the producers in the area and meeting a lot of our consumers and sharing the word about agriculture.
You know, our South Dakota ag people really are that what they call the salt of the earth, aren't they?
They are. They're just definitely good people, friendly, and just have a lot of things that we like to talk about and share with the consumers out there, and that's so enjoyable and rewarding and fun to be able to do that.
Well, it's nice and to be able to do that end of it. You know, there's always seems to be a fight on the political end and, you know, the organizations, but really everybody, I think, has the same goal almost in terms of serving those people out there in the country.
We do. We really do want to be able to keep agriculture strong in South Dakota and to be able to have animals and take good care of them and to be able to share the fruits of our labor as far as, you know, having food to eat. And that's what we really feel a strong responsibility for, is to feed people, and we really want to do that in the best way possible, and that's being very environmentally friendly. And you know, we have just made lots and lots of adjustments over the years and are doing a very good job in that right now.
Well, and all the work they do, you know, in the markets and everything, you know, having that calling is great, but you still have to be able to eat yourself, don't you?
Isn't that the truth? We all do enjoy that. There's no doubt about it. And having food that's, you know, grown in our state and in the United States is certainly something that we enjoy and appreciate and sometimes take for granted, I think. And so if we can keep things in the United States, that's what we'd surely like to do.
Absolutely. Well, you know, Bonnie, you have a very busy organization. I'm sure you're a very busy person with all the projects and things you have going on. So why don't you tell us, and take as long as you want, tell us what you've got going on.
Okay. It is so much fun to be able to have a presence first off at the Sioux Empire Fair, and that's where we are today. And we have not been here for a number of years and just decided this year that we wanted to come out and enjoy what was going on here. And we've had some major projects going on to be able to share information with the consumer as well as our ag audience. And so we've done some sticky notes that we can use by phone, etc., that talks about 16 cents out of every dollar the farmers take as profit, and I think that's an important message to send. You know, a lot of times in the grocery stores we see our prices going up, etc., and it's not always that it's going in our pockets. And so that's just a nice fact that we've been able to share, as well as just connecting with people. And we're sharing our space here at the Sioux Empire Fair with Farm Bureau agents, which is a fun connection to have because we definitely work together. And coming up, we have a board meeting next week where we'll talk about what we're going to do out at Dakota Fest, and that's coming up in 2 weeks. That's at Mitchell, and many people attend that. I don't know how many thousand. I was there last year and couldn't believe the attendance. And that's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of August. And there we will have our, let's see, AFBF, American Farm Bureau President, with us on Tuesday, so that will be a fun day. And we're serving food there this year, as well as sharing some of our benefits and some of the things that we offer from the Farm Bureau aspect of our membership. And we have a sign beside us here that talks about you get reduced prices when you go to Sam's if you have our Farm Bureau membership, and Granger and V-Belt, and $500 off on vehicles at Chevy. And we just have a lot of benefits that people don't always know about. And if we're at Dakota Fest and Sioux Empire Fair, we actually get to share that knowledge with some of our people. And so I'm looking forward to a presence at Dakota Fest coming up. And that's a big event for us. Then we also have South Dakota State Fair coming up, and we have not had a presence at that for a while either, and so looking forward to kind of doing the same thing, connecting with our consumers and our ag people at the South Dakota State Fair. We'll be handing out cold water that day, and I'm guessing if it's really a warm day, which it usually is, that will be a hit, and we're looking forward to visiting with a lot of people. And then on Saturday morning at South Dakota State Fair, we will be connecting and visiting with FFA and 4-H families on Saturday morning, we will be sharing some rolls and coffee and juice and inviting them to stop by our booth and just visit with us and have a little something to drink and eat. And we're really hoping in the months and years ahead to be able to connect more with our 4-H and FFA families, because they are our future, you know, essentially, whether it's our organization or our ag, you know, industry. They're just very important, and we just really want to make them feel like they're special people, and we would welcome them to be a part of our organization and, you know, keep our ag, I guess, industry moving right along. And some other things, I guess, that we are working on now is we just met with our videographer on Monday, and we are doing a First at the Scene training DVD, and we are so excited about that. It has to do with safety on the farm, and it also has to do with like ATV safety, or if you come up on an accident, what do you do? And we, as people that are not medical, we sometimes panic and don't know what to do or feel helpless, and so that will give us the information that we need to be able to know what to do, stay calm, call 911, stop the bleeding, you know, some basic things that we can do. And we are going to share those DVDs beginning in, we think, about November, and it might happen earlier, with anyone in our communities that would like to have training. It might be 4-H groups, it might be fire department meetings, it might be community service organizations, basically anyone. We are going to share those at a very low cost, and we will offer some training then to go with that, and very excited about that and want to save lives. Several years ago we had a program, and that outdated, and so this will replace. I think that was called First Care. That was before my time. So we're very excited about being able to share that with everybody and anybody. They don't have to be ag people to learn something about safety. And we'll have some information in there about putting together safety kits, first aid kits for cars, tractors, you know, anybody that really needs that kind of thing. Campers, I mean, it can be absolutely any place. We also right now in Farm Bureau are very busy doing our resolutions meetings. We meet with the counties on sometimes a monthly basis, sometimes a quarterly basis, and promote farm different things going on in the area. And we invite insurance people that want to come from the Farm Bureau agencies and visit with us, so that we're communicating and connecting with everyone out in our, you know, local areas. And what a resolution really is a local issue that seems to come to the surface for our producers. Like it might be water management, for example. And so if we believe that we'd like to keep water management, for example, at a local level, at a watershed district level, then we talk about that. We might create a resolution that goes to our state then and gets approved or not approved, and then we bring that information to our legislators so that when things like that may come up wherever, they know where we stand, and we work together to help ag have a stand or have an issue or have a voice. And that's kind of our motto, in a sense, is we would like to have a voice for agriculture. And so that's very important. And every county then has an opportunity to send a resolution to the state office, our State Farm Bureau office. And we're really grassroots. And that is so important, because it's the local people stating what they believe, what they want, and what is important to them. And that's what we all like to have, is a voice. And that's one very important part of Farm Bureau that we are really based on, you might say, is that grassroots kind of a thing. And we certainly are looking to grow our membership, you know, and we are looking for new members all the time. And so if anybody is ever watching and wants to give us a call at South Dakota Farm Bureau at Huron, we would welcome the opportunity to get back to them. And you know, I guess we really welcome the opportunity to visit with you a little bit today too.
Do you to become a South Dakota Farm Bureau member, do you have to be a rancher or farmer?
You do not. If you have insurance through South Dakota Farm Bureau, you have a membership, and if you are a producer, you can purchase a membership. So we have lots and lots of people that belong. You do not necessarily have to be ag. And we really do want the urban people as well, because there again, we like to connect with everybody, give accurate information, and be able to know the true facts, because there's so much out there today that is not factual. It's just hard to know the difference. And so we help to, I think, get the word out on what is accurate.
Well, you know, like that bumper sticker says, if you eat, you are involved in agriculture.
That's true, isn't that the truth? And like we said earlier, we do like to eat. All of us do.
Well, I'm a perfect example of that. Well, Bonnie, we covered a lot of ground this morning. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with us?
Oh, I guess that probably one closing thought is I would just say to everybody that if you get an opportunity to take a tour or to go somewhere, whether it be to a farm or a ranch or a place with your preschool children, to actually visit an ag setting, to really do it. And visit with those people that are at the scene, on the farm, and ask them all the questions that you want, because they will be happy to answer them. And there's more of those opportunities all the time. So watch for them and be a part of them.
Okay, well, Bonnie, thanks so much for spending some time with us here this morning, and I'm sure we'll be talking with you in the future just because you're so fun to talk to.
Well, thank you very much. Enjoy the fair.